Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And each morning we watch for stocks to be popping up in these three scans. We currently have audio issues with the ticker chick this morning, so you'll have to keep an eye on these stocks. When they're listed multiple times, that means they're running like this. So when we see a stock pop up, your eyes should go right to this current bar volume. Here it needs to be green, and this volume number is the volume in the very last candle. We want this number really moving. We want a good volume flow and a battle going on between the buyers and the sellers. At the same time, this is our money flow indicator. The green line going up is money flow going in. The red line coming down is money going out for profit taking. At the same time, down here in Dominator Master, this is volume, but this is buyer volume and seller volume. The yellow line is average volume. So we need buyers more than average coming into this stock as this line is breaking north. And once that happens, that's when you want to make a decision to get in or get out or whatever the situation may be. And if you are a new trader here, I highly suggest you attend these live streams many times before you put your hard earned money into it. Might even want to try it on paper for a while, write
DUST.
down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then try some real money, but do it with small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you continue to be profitable with small share size, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. And in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT for extended hours so you don't miss a trade. And happy Friday morning. And hello, YouTubers. You are on board this morning. We got about 3 minutes to go before the market opens. Seen a few movers this morning: GNTA, AIIO, and we'll see how they go when we get to the top of the hour. I will try to call out these stocks as soon as they appear. It's mainly going to be the ones you see that are listed multiple times. These one time hitters, they're probably just minor moves. Don't forget this is Friday, and on Fridays, a lot of people go back to cash. There may be some selling really quick on these quick profits. So sell on the way up if possible. Just buy enough shares that you can ride it for just a bit and get out. One minute to go. Make sure you said your prayers this morning because sometimes that helps a lot. About 30 seconds to go.
NEUP.
NEUP. I'll type it in. I'll try to type it in. There we go. Already spiking up. We got 8 seconds to go before our market opens.
NEUP,
Here we
CRWG,
go. Let's see if it'll fly. I'll go ahead and put a line. Well, it done beat me to it. It's
NEUP,
already flying. I cannot slow it down. I actually missed the entry there. Let's see if we break that older resistance line at 580. Looks like it's pulling back from that resistance level. If it breaks it, I'll probably take a position. All right, brings me back down to this level. Let's see if we can push back above that 535, back up to 583. Not looking too promising. These tall wicks are sellers driving the price back down. We don't want to see that. This red money flow line is headed south, drilling for oil. Sellers in the dominator bar, red label. This is a negative. Watch these indicators. These are your key to making money. We want these things north, preferably both of them above the yellow lines and this label green. Doesn't look like this one's going very far. Volume is already dying out. Money flow is negative. First pump and dump of the Friday morning. All right, let's see. We're breaking that 535. Is this the second attempt to get up there to that 583? It gets up there close to it. We break 583, it'll probably take off.
NEUP,
All right, let's see what the buyers are going to do here. Let's go, baby. We need buyers. Money flow is north. Nice tall green dominator bar of volume. Still having trouble getting above that 583.
PACB,
They want it to go. They're trying to buy up all of these sellers. Let's see if they can continue to push here.
NEUP,
It's been a battle getting up to $6, but they made it.
TOVX,
Continuing to push a little higher, but pulling back
GLL,
quickly. Nice job, Gary. Nice job, Greg B. D-Man, good job on that save. Only minus $5.
TOVX,
This one is struggling. This is a difficult trade here. They keep selling it off. Nice job, Wilson.
AREC,
R2, John,
GDXD,
Milo.
DUST,
Allie
GLL,
goes over on YouTube,
TOVX,
YouTuber. We're holding 580s. Can we get more out of it? We don't know that yet because it's a struggle. You can see money flow is now selling off. They are taking profits. Few people trying to chase the high. That's what you see in this indicator when it goes back to green and back down to red. Good job, Mr. D. Doy. That was a tough one. It was kind of all over the place. We're holding the 560 area. Money flow is still negative. What I didn't like about it is it took off before our bell rang. Of course, we didn't have a bell. It's an imaginary bell at 6 o'clock, but it had already started moving. It makes it kind of tough to get a good trade in. Nothing else being called out. Nothing popping up here or here. So drink your coffee while it's warm.
TOVX.
Make sure you check these volume rows. The ones that are really moving are the ones you want to keep your eyes on. I totally missed WGRX
WGRX.
moving. It's a 90-cent stock, probably too late for the run. Nice trade, Greg B. 165 G
TOVX.
WGRX. I will not be chasing this 90-cent stock any higher. Nice job, Greg B. Good job, Trader Flow 140 WGRX. Good morning, CompuCare. All right, I'm ready for number two, but give me a clean start. Don't make me chase something right at the beginning.
TPET.
TPET. Just bouncing around, no volume. The first thing you want to check is this volume label. If there's nothing there, we don't trade them. Watching this volume column for
DVLT.
movers. Getting kind of quiet now.
TOVX.
TOVX. 44-cent stock, already looking north. Checking the volume. We have a volume flow, checking the candles. We have a tall wick on the top. Those are sellers
CONL.
pushing the price down. Money flow is red and slight red in the dominator volume bars. Already selling off.
CONL.
CONL. $35 stock. Checking volume. It's too low to do a scalp trade on.
CONL.
GNTA, I'll take a look at it, but I don't think it's going anywhere. It's already did what it was going to do this morning. I don't think anybody going to trust it at this point. But you never know. This is the stock market. Anything can happen at any given moment. Brian, it must be on your end, brother. Maybe restart your modem.
CONL.
IRE checking the volume. There is none here. Just a few buyers coming in. I'm watching NEUP right here in Magic Scan. It keeps going red, green to red. 583. This is a test of the 580s. Let's see if we can get above it. Currently looking at NEUP. Money flow looks good. Buying
CONL.
volume looks good. Let's see if they can push it. Rejected again on that 580. Now another attempt.
CONL.
Another rejection. Trying to break through 580. Definitely struggling. Still waiting on that one good runner for us. It only takes one good one if you buy enough shares. Haven't seen that yet. Watching the buyers down here in money flow, if they're trying to get it back up there, but there's just too many profit takers. They are pushing again. Another attempt at that 580.
VIVK.
Buyers are getting aggressive. We may see a pop here. Let's see if it happens. Problem with this stock is when the buyers get aggressive, so do the sellers. You can see the struggle right here in money flow. Not a good performance.
VIVK.
All right, patiently waiting on the next one. Not seeing anything currently.
VIVK.
VIVK, a 40-cent stock, just looking up, not paying very much money. This balance scale here, if you think of a horizontal scale with zero in the middle and negatives on the left and
VIVK.
positives on the right, this tells you who has the advantage overall in this stock. If it's green and above zero, then the buyers have the advantage. If it's below zero, like it is now, then the sellers have the advantage. This is a delta. The higher the delta numbers, a lot of options traders use it. The higher the delta, the stronger the
FLNC.
move. So we want this number to be green and above zero as well. These two are in testing still. And of course, the bias is how the stock is performing overall. Whatever time frame you have it set to.
FLNC.
Now, we're not going to get into codes.
VIVK.
This is a trading session. VIVK, cheap stock pushing up
VIVK.
pennies at a time. That's true, Majika. That's correct. Even before our pre-market, it's overall.
BENF.
If it's been moving, it's definitely registering.
BENF. BENF.
BENF being continually called out. We're going to move away from this 40-cent one and go to a dollar one that's not moving. So we'll go back to VIVX. VIVK, my bad.
VENF. FLNC.
BENF, looking at the volume, it's stalled. Not a trade here. Not a scalp trade, anyway. And EUP broke above that 580 finally, but money flow still does not look good to me. Buyers are trying to get
NEUP.
aggressive here. We're watching for green bars to break above this yellow average volume line. We need more buyers than average to really push this stock higher. You can see the sellers in the top part of that bar. Money flow is still red. Tyler, I've been on Thinkorswim since the 1990s, the early 1990s, and I've been coding it for 17 years. I know the platform well, and I've been a scalp trader forever, that entire time. And I'm 69 years old. That should prove it right there. And you can read all about me over on volumespikes.com. There's a label at the top of the chat. Click on that label, it'll take you over to the website. Thank you, Romeo.
FEMY.
These three indicators up here are in testing, so you won't find any information on them yet. When I code something, I test it for months before I pass it out.
FEMY.
If it's not beneficial to me, it's not going to be beneficial to you. So I hang on to them and make sure they perform as expected. FEMY, 74 cents. Looking at money flow, it's north. Checking volume, it's steady, not the greatest. Not a big battle going on here to drive it up. The stock is only paying pennies. Probably not a good one. We already have sellers on board trying to get out of it. Got a red volume label.
INDO.
INDO. All right, maybe we got one here. Let's see what happens. Pulling back
FLNC.
slightly. Don't just jump in here. These could be pump and dumps. We need confirmation of the move. Money flow is red. Dominator bar is red.
FLNC. WGRX.
Watching these indicators down here, we need a tall green bar. We need money flow to
WGRX.
turn around. Volume is red. Looks like possibly another pump and dump for this Friday.
FLNC. FLNC.
FLNC. No volume, just a few buyers.
WGRX.
WGRX. 96-cent stock. Not paying a whole bunch of money. It has volume flow. Money flow slightly red. Shorter bar. The shorter the bar, the less volume. So we had lots of volume and now less volume.
AWX.
AWX. Let's move on so we don't miss one. Checking the volume first. There is none, just a few buyers coming in, but not a crowd.
AIP. FLNC.
It is not a specific number. We want to see lots of volume flow. We don't want it to pause. We want it to just keep moving. Faster the better. Welcome aboard, Profit Pilot. Thank you for joining us.
USAR.
USAR. $24.90. First thing you do is check volume. There's nothing here. Still waiting on that good solid play this morning.
FLNC.
BIOT looking up from the bottom. We are on the back side of the trade. The front side was way back here. It sold off pretty heavy. This might be just some people thinking they can get something out of it, but it may never happen. They missed the party, in other words. Doesn't mean it won't run up again, though. We don't have high volume flow, it's just trickling in. You can watch the volume increasing here. We are taller than the previous bar. Money flow is kind of running a little flat. That's the weakness. It only takes one seller when volume is this low to knock out that profit. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie says we can't trade this one on Thinkorswim. So I will move on. Tyler, that would be a question for Charles Schwab. It's not only on this platform, but other ones as well. Maybe some new rule they kicked in.
WGRX.
WGRX, that's that dollar stock we were looking at earlier. Money flows slightly high, kind of leaning over a little bit. Short bar, that means low volume.
WGRX. QUBT.
WORX, doing the snail crawl higher, only for pennies. Volume is increasing. You can see it here in this bar. We did make it above the yellow average volume line. Money flow looking north.
WGRX.
I'm looking for something much better than that.
WGRX.
Nice trade, Gary, on WGRX. 2,217.35. You must have been watching it for quite some time. Or hanging on for dear life, whichever the one it is. All right. We'll give you the better side of it, Gary. You made profit. That's better than all the rest of us. So, no further comment. Nice trade, pro dollar, 705 on WGRX. And pro dollar says it took forever. The simulator does not work in pre-market on Thinkorswim.
WGRX.
WGRX spiking up. Christy, did you try
WGRX.
restarting toss? May want to hit that support tab up at the top and let them know.
WGRX.
So a little surprise spike there on WGRX. Never know, Pro Dollar. It very well could be. $64 gigs. The biggest processor you can find. Good job, Autumn Rain. 295 on that spike.
AIP.
Well, it's definitely acting like a Friday.
WU.
WU. $8.49. Checking volume. Nothing there. All right, YouTubers, that free hour is up. Not too good of a morning. Don't feel bad. I haven't made a trade yet either. Bunch of people playing some cheaper stocks. I don't play them. And they're making me wish I did because they made a lot more than me this morning. But thank you for joining me, and I'll see everyone back on Monday at 5:55 a.m. Central Time. If you want to know more about volumespikes.com, click the label up at the top. You get a lot with your membership. There's probably 50 or 60 custom scans, 30 indicators. We have a couple of extra purchases, the Smart Candles Pro, the Quick Strike. They run about $99 each. It's a one-time purchase for those really special indicators. This is one on your screen. Very good about calling out buy and sell signals at the proper time. But anyhow, we'd love to have you on board with us. Come and join us over at volumespikes.com. Join the community. There's lots of help over there, training, live streaming, lots of stuff for you. But have a good weekend. God bless. I'll see everyone on Monday. I am gone.